Every year, millions of people travel to a small town in France. They walk with candles. They carry rosaries. Some arrive in wheelchairs. They come to pray. But here's the question that has divided Christians for centuries. Why are they praying to a saint? At the famous shrine or sanctuary of Our Lady of Lourdes, pilgrims ask for healing, comfort, and miracles. Critics say that's not biblical. Catholics say you misunderstand. So what's the truth? Why do Catholics pray to saints? Is it worship, tradition, or something far deeper, rooted in the earliest days of Christianity? To understand it, we must go back to the beginning. In the first centuries after Christ, being a Christian could cost you your life. Believers were imprisoned, tortured, executed, and when they died for their faith, they were called martyrs. Christians did something unusual. They gathered at the graves of these martyrs. They prayed, not worshiping them, but honoring them. Why? Because they believed something radical. Death does not separate believers from Christ. And if the saints are alive in heaven, could they pray for us? This belief wasn't invented in the Middle Ages. It was born in the catacombs of Rome. Early Christian writings show believers asking martyrs to intercede for them, just as you might ask a friend to pray for you. But here's where the controversy begins. Is asking a saint for prayer the same as worship, or is it something entirely different? In Catholic theology, there is a critical distinction. Worship, called latria, belongs to God alone. Saints receive veneration, honor given to those who lived heroic faith. Think of it this way. If you ask your pastor to pray for you, are you worshiping him? No, you're asking for intercession. Catholics believe the church is not divided by death. There is the church on earth, the church in heaven, one body, one communion. This is known as the communion of saints. But what about Mary? And what about Lourdes? That's where things become even more fascinating. In 1858, a 14-year-old girl named Bernadette Soubirous claimed she saw a beautiful lady in a grotto. The lady identified herself as the Immaculate Conception. That small town in France became one of the most visited Christian pilgrimage sites in the world. Today, at the sanctuary of Our Lady of Lourdes, millions pray each year, and many claim miraculous healings. The Church has officially recognized dozens of medically unexplained cures. Skeptics call it coincidence. Believers call it grace. But here's the key. Catholics do not believe Mary or the saints perform miracles on their own. They believe God works through their intercession, just as he works through prayer on earth. But critics ask a difficult question. If God hears us directly, why involve saints at all? The answer lies in how Catholics understand heaven. In the book of Revelation, saints in heaven are described as presenting prayers before God. This imagery suggests something powerful. The saints are not passive. They are alive, conscious, participating in God's plan. Catholics believe that asking a saint for intercession is like asking a holy friend, one who stands before God to pray with you. It's not replacing Christ. It's participating in a family of faith that transcends death. But this belief has sparked debate for centuries. During the Protestant Reformation, reformers strongly rejected the practice. They feared it blurred the line between honor and worship. And that debate still exists today. So why hasn't the Catholic Church abandoned it? Because for Catholics, this practice is not optional tradition. It is woven into their understanding of what the Church actually is, a living body united across heaven and earth. Many who criticize the practice imagine Catholics kneeling before statues as if they were gods. But statues are not worshipped. They are reminders, like photographs of loved ones. The heart of Catholic teaching is clear. All grace comes from God. Saints do not replace Jesus. They point to him. Still, the question lingers. Does this practice strengthen faith or risk confusion? For millions of Catholics, praying to saints is deeply personal. A mother asking Saint Monica to pray for her child. A sick pilgrim at Lourdes asking Mary to intercede. A struggling believer whispering a prayer to Saint Joseph. It's about connection. But connection can be misunderstood, and misunderstanding can divide Christians. But here's something rarely discussed. In 1965, after centuries of division, Catholic and Orthodox leaders met to ease tensions. Both traditions had always honored saints. The disagreement was never about whether saints exist in heaven. It was about authority and interpretation. And today, something surprising is happening. Some Protestant theologians are re-examining early Christian writings about the communion of saints. Could this ancient practice one day become less controversial? Could something that once divided Christians become a bridge? And what about the miracles still being investigated at Lourdes today? Are there cases that even science cannot explain? That story is even more astonishing, and we'll uncover it next.